You drank too much. Hair of the dog. Hi, Mutt. Please after you again? Lousy bloodsuckers. Wow. There you go. Got one of them at least. Is that better? Huh? Leftovers. Isn't there anything decent in this house to eat? Oh, damn hangover. Hair of the dog.
George? What are you doing here?
I'm sick.
Sick or drunk?
Both. Last night I went out to get someone to eat. I had to settle for a bag lady. A drunk bag lady.
Well, did you at least call in sick?
I quit.
You what? Why?
Too much temptation. Last week I almost got caught eating on the job.
But it's such a good job. I mean, the pay and the benefits.
Joan, I just wasn't cut out to be a butcher.
Yeah, well, I wasn't cut out to be a waitress at an all-night diner either.
Wait a minute. I thought you liked working the graveyard shift.
It's not the shift. It's the job I can't stand. I mean, I have been going to night school for the past 23 years, and I am still doing menial work for minimum wage. And then you feel like you've got the liberty to quit a job that pays 3 times what I make.
You're right. I'm sorry. I should have realized.
Yeah, well, sometimes I just don't know about us, George. I mean, we've been married for almost 70 years, and you still do not understand my feelings at all. I mean, I'm fed up with it.
Tell you what, why don't we go down to Trader Rick's and have a nice juicy steak tartare?
With what money?
There's nothing in the fridge. I'm hungry.
Hi, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies, mister?
No, no thanks, not today.
They're only 50 cents each.
Come on, George.
All right, you got chocolate chip?
No, not anymore.
Oh, that's okay. See you later.
Sure, bye.
Not enough meat.
She's cute.
I know, don't tell me. You wish we had kids of our own. That would be a first. The Living Dead Children of the Living Dead? Sounds like a good name for a bad movie. Too bad it can never happen. Let's face it, Joni. It's just you and me and Mutt. Till death us do part.
Till a bullet through the brain us do part, remember? There's nothing to eat.
That's what I said this morning. Talk about not listening.
But I'm hungry.
Where are you going?
Back to the diner.
What for?
Oh, maybe there's some meat or something past expiration date that'll give me for a discount or for free or something.
Arvon calling. Hello there, sir. Is the lady of the house at home? No? Well, perhaps you'd like to see some of our products. They make excellent gifts, and I'm sure your wife or daughter or girlfriend or even your dog would love them. Can I come in? Thank you. You have very nice eyes.
Thank you.
And a sexy voice. Do you have any coffee?
Yes, would you like?
Yes, I would, thank you.
Have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Cream, sugar?
Oh, yes, please, lots. You live alone?
Not really.
Oh, of course, the doggy. What's his name?
Mutt. Yes?
It's your skin. It's very pale, isn't it? Well, here, we can fix that with this. Oh, here we are. There we go. There. Now, that's better, isn't it? Of course it is. Here, now let's try some of this.
Your coffee water's hot.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, thank you.
tell me you were married?
I didn't have a chance.
Oh. Just what the hell was that?
The Ivon lady.
Yeah, and I take it you're an extra special customer?
I'm not. Joan, she attacked me.
Oh, it looks like you attacked her.
Oh, come on.
And then explain that blood and that lipstick on your mouth. I mean, if you're so innocent, why are you so jittery?
That woman, she has more caffeine than plasma in her veins.
Yeah, right. This kitchen's a mess. Were you both too distracted to clean up?
Why are you being so hard on me? Don't you believe me?
No, I'm tired and I'm hungry and I just came back from trying to get a decent meal, with no luck, I might add, only to find you screwing around with
I
another
wasn't
woman.
screwing.
Screwing around with another woman and then the kitchen's a mess on top of it. I don't believe you.
Hello! You must be the man of the house.
Yes, I am.
I thought so. You look like someone intelligent enough to own and operate his own castle.
As a matter of fact, I do own this home. How astute you are.
I'm sure a man of your stature and knowledge would like to learn as much about the world as he possibly could.
Yes, I would.
Great! That's why I'm here. I have something to offer you that will broaden your horizons like nothing else.
I bet you do.
May I come in? You must be the lady of the house.
Woman,
Right. Excuse me.
what are you selling? What are you selling?
Why, you get right to the point. An admirable trade.
I said, what are you selling?
Encyclopedias, of course.
Oh, great. But what I need right now, what I want, is food for my belly, not for my mind.
Are you a vegetarian?
No thanks.
I didn't think so.
Are you?
Why, yes, I am.
The best kind.
Very tasty.
What are you two getting at?
You.
What? No! Oh, no!
Finally, a decent meal.
What's that smell?
Booze. Alcohol. He's loaded. Ha! Finally, I can eat and drink at the same time.
Great for you. I had enough of that stuff last night, remember?
Yes, you're just desserts.
For what?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I know. For screwing around, right? You just won't let it go, will you? Fine. You go ahead and enjoy your meal. I'm going out to eat.
Thanks.
hands, Daddy-O.
I was on the road, hopping round like a toad. I was neat and cool, Rick. Finding my own beat, Nick. No more Fourth Reich. I don't like Ike.
Partake of the herbal essence? Look at the lights.
Hold it right there. Don't move. Oh, my God.
I have to tell you, George, I'm having a real hard time committing myself to this case. In fact, I've never come up against anything quite like it. And I kind of wish I hadn't.
I don't expect you to understand. And I don't expect you to give me your all.
Do you want someone else?
Why? You're actually more agreeable than the ones I paid for. I'm lucky the court appointed you to my case.
Your case. You know, there's not much I can help you with on this one, except to plead insanity.
But I'm not insane. How many times have I got to tell you people?
George, they caught you red-handed, doing unspeakable things to a fellow human being.
That's debatable.
What? Come on, beatniks are human. For the most part. They have rights.
That's not what I meant.
So we'll plead insanity.
I wasn't insane. I was hungry.
All right, all right. Insanely hungry, then. Look, no matter what I do, the odds are overwhelming that you're going to spend a long time in jail.
I can handle that.
All rise, please, for the Honorable Judge Thomas J. Schick.
I don't like that man one bit.
I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing we can do about it. Judge Schick has a reputation for being one of the toughest there are.
Gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
And what is that verdict?
Guilty.
Before I pronounce sentence, would the accused like to address this court?
Yes. I'm as sane as anyone in this building. and certainly possessed of a more reasonable mind than yours.
Having found you guilty of murder in the first degree, I hereby sentence you to 85 years in the state penitentiary.
Somehow, someday, I'm going to make him regret this.
February 7th, 1959. Dearest George, how are things in prison? I really miss you. Mutt and I are trying to take care of the house without you. November 24th, 1963. Dear George, I've decided to leave the house and get an apartment. There's really no point in staying when I can rent it out for a good price, especially since my income hasn't been the best. August 13, 1967. Dear George, I miss you so much. The days get so lonely without you. And you know, I think Mutt has forgotten you by now. May 2nd, 1973. George, it seems like your parole won't come through for some time, and even then, who knows? But I'll wait forever. As difficult as it gets sometimes. September 1980. Sorry for not writing this year. I'm so caught up in my new career. I never knew court reporting could be so interesting. December 1983. Merry Christmas. Sorry I couldn't be there, but Judge Schick passed away, and I had to comfort his son, Tom Jr., who's quite an attorney in his own right. I was a court reporter on his first case last month.
Hello, George. How are you and Chuck getting along?
Fine. He stays in his corner and I stay in mine.
You know, George, I think you're the only guy in the whole place that would really enjoy solitary confinement. Oh, anyway, I come to pick you up. You got a visitor waiting. And she's real cute, too. How do you do it, George? Managing to stay so young?
Exercise. And diet.
Hi.
Hi. I brought you a snack.
Oh, thanks, but I already ate.
What? Another inmate? George, it's going to be another 80 years before they let you out.
Oh, don't worry. I didn't kill anybody. As much as I hate to admit it, I've become an insectivore.
You? Health food? What have you been eating? Beetles or butterflies?
No, not quite. There's always been a cockroach problem in my cell block. And there are always flies and spiders and a few beetles.
George. Well, how's prison life in general?
The first 30 years were all right, but it's getting to be a routine. Oh, we get new prisoners and some of the others have died off, but it's still a 9 to 9 grind.
Well, who's your cellmate?
Oh, him. Chuck Munson.
Munson?
Real scum. Listen to this. He's a murderer. Killed a complete stranger just for kicks.
That's disgusting.
Oh, well, how's the house?
Oh, it's a mess. You know, those new tenants are worse than the last ones. I don't understand people's values these days. You know, when we bought the house, it was $40,000. They reappraised at $350,000.
Wow. By the time I get out, it'll be worth at least $1 million. Which should help me take care of that Judge Schick once and for all.
George, Judge Schick died 7 years ago of old age.
Damn!
But his son has grown up to be quite a hunk of beefcake. And his grandson's not too bad himself. Well, I really should be going.
All right.
I guess I'll see you in a few years.
Why so soon?
To help ease the boredom.
Oh, it's not that bad. Still have 2/3 of the library to read. Bye. Yes, Chuck?
You thought you could get away from me, I'll bet, huh?
Not really. The thought hadn't occurred to me, actually.
I'm insane. Did you know that? I killed a man for nothing except 30 cents. That's all he had. I messed his body up real good, though.
Yes, I know, Chuck. Everybody knows. You've told the same story over and over again. Now let me tell you my story.
Okay.
I was born almost 130 years ago. When I was 28 years old, I went to visit my grandmother's grave. Alone. At night. Now, I had heard rumors that bodies were disappearing from their graves, but I didn't pay them any heed. I bent over my grandmother's grave to place the flowers there and felt something at my ankle. I looked back. The part of me didn't want to. And I saw a walking corpse. A member of the living dead, Chuck. A zombie. Yes, that's what had its rotting hand around my ankle. Before I could do anything, so petrified with fear that I was, it bit me, taking a chunk of meat out of my leg. But I managed to stumble away to safety. Ha! Safety. But the damage had been done. By morning, I drifted off into the trance of death, and that night I awoke to be one of them.
A zombie?
And so, Chuck, for the past century, I've had to subsist on the raw flesh of living creatures. You see, Chuck, I've killed more people than you could possibly imagine, seen more blood than you'd want to, and eaten more people than you know, more people than this whole prison holds. And some night, when I'm really hungry, and the lights are out, and you're asleep, I might treat myself to some ground chuck.
How did you like that last meal, George?
Not raw enough.
A little too raw for my taste. But you tell me whenever you're ready and I'll just escort you right out of here.
Go ahead, Chuck. It's good for you. Hope you don't miss me too much.
Well, George, I can't believe it. 45 years and you're finally paroled.
Well, the public has a short memory. Besides, I had good behavior. And somebody I owe a favor to.
Well, good luck.
George, what are you doing here?
I was released this morning.
Well, why didn't you call me? I would have picked you up. I knew you were
Would you have
getting out
brought your
there.
friend along for the ride?
George, this is Thomas Schick III, son of Thomas Schick Jr., grandson of...
Judge Thomas Schick, the man who sentenced me, yes.
Tom, this is my husband of many years, George.
Yes, I know. He's the man my grandfather sentenced, the man my father fought to keep imprisoned, and the man that I helped release.
George, I managed to convince Tom into speeding up your parole proceedings. Aren't you glad?
To come home and find you in his arms?
No, it's your welcome home present. And your sweet revenge. Oh, boy.
That was good.
Yeah, I was ready to take a bite a little sooner.
You know, you really had me going there for a while.
You should have seen your face when you walked in the door. Oh.
Tell me, Joni, just how much convincing did Mr. Schick need?
Yeah, did you want some more? There's plenty here.
Oh, no, thanks. I'm stuffed.
I'll give it to Mutt. Come on, Mutt. Here's some scraps for you.
Mutt.
Come on, sweetheart.
Come on, Mutt.
Hey, sweetheart. You want some scraps?
Hiya, Mutt.
Yeah, you want some? It's George.
Don't you recognize me? Yeah.
Oh.
How you doing? It's good to be home again, Johnny.
It's good to have you home.